my name is Carolyn Cameron, and I did my project on hypnosis as an altered state of consciousness. The word hypnosis comes from the Greek hypnos, for sleep. Scientists and neurologists alike originally believed that patients under hypnosis were in a state of somnambulism. They believed that they were sleepwalking, as they behaved like zombies in a trance. The existence and nature of hypnotic states is argued based on the theory of consciousness. Consciousness is believed to be the state of being fully awake and aware. The representation of self and the ability to have subjective experiences, known as qualia, is central to the theory of consciousness. Changes in brain activity are associated with hypnosis. Subjective experience and basic aspects of self-representation are altered. Thus, modulations of brain activity due to hypnosis suggest that hypnosis may be an altered state of consciousness. A commonly accepted view of hypnosis is that it is a dissociated state in which part of the mind is cut off from the rest. In this state, the patient thinks and feels abnormally. They may also have the ability to do things that they would not do in a normal conscious state. Altered states of consciousness, ASCs, refer to other forms of consciousness. ASCs can be defined objectively and subjectively. Objectively, they can be defined in terms of how ASCs are induced. Examples include mind-altering drugs and hypnosis. Another objective manner in which ASCs can be defined is by physiological and behavioral elements. Examples include measurements of heart rate, oxygen consumption, and the ability to walk in a straight line. Types of brain functioning that change during altered states of consciousness include attention, perception, imagery and fantasy, inner speech, memory, higher-level thought processes, meaning and significance, time perception, emotional feeling and expression, arousal, self-control, body image, and sense of personal identity. In hypnosis, there are two important aspects: mental relaxation and mental absorption. Hypnotic relaxation results from direct instructions for relaxation and suggestions for pleasant body feelings. The hypnotist suggests that the patient feels warmth, heaviness, drowsiness, and mental ease. Mental absorption is induced by suggestions for continuous focus on the hypnotist's voice and the given instructions. The hypnotist tells the patient to ignore external sources of stimulation and spontaneous thoughts that may be distracting. Changes in relaxation and absorption are precursors to other hypnosis-related effects. These include the diminished tendency to judge, monitor, and censor, the suspension of usual orientation toward time, location, and sense of self, and the experience of one's own response as automatic. All of these experiences, the tendency to monitor actions and orientation toward time and self, are present in a conscious person. They rely on self-representation. During hypnosis, however, the areas of the brain responsible for these experiences have a change in activity levels. This is consistent with the notion that hypnosis produces changes in self-representation, an essential element for conscious experience. Studies have shown that hypnosis involves changes in activity within brain structures essential for the basic regulation of states of consciousness, self-monitoring, and self-regulation. The brainstem and thalamus contribute to the regulation of wakefulness, cortical arousal, and attention, all aspects of consciousness. Studies show that there is a negative correlation of brainstem and thalamus activity during hypnosis. The conclusion is that the brainstem and thalamus are structures that work together to regulate consciousness, and that there is a lack of activity during hypnosis. In conclusion, understanding the theory of consciousness is essential to studying hypnotic states. Evidence of changes in brain activity involved with self-representation and subjective experiences is observed during hypnosis. The brainstem and thalamus, two important parts of the brain responsible for wakefulness and attention, sustain changes in activity. Because hypnosis modifies self-representation and qualia, hypnosis can be an considered an altered state of consciousness. Thank you.